Fit Q. How are you? I'm gonna still always claim that I'm doing well, regardless of how I'm feeling, because I refuse to let the enemy feel like he got over on me. All right. um, so today I wanted to share something with you all. I know a lot of people are here. I'm sorry, let me move this over here. I know a lot of people are off today celebrating um, you know, Juneteenth, right? So while you guys are sitting here celebrating, your history and remembering that, the other thing that I want you to remember is your heritage, your ancestors. Okay. So I said in the title, spiritual warfare. All right. I don't think I said story time, but I meant to say story time for my people on Facebook and YouTube. What does that mean? Right. So when I was a kid, my grandmother was very, 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 very connected, right? And I remembered, like, I would hear her in her room reading the Bible. I would hear her. Sometimes she would close the door. She would be yelling and screaming and stomping. And I used to be like, as a kid, I'm like, what is going on in there? You know what I'm saying? What is going on in there? And today I had an epiphany. I literally had an epiphany of that moment, because at that moment today, I realized what my grandmother was doing. And so when you guys, as I'm on here talking to you and sharing with you, when you guys are trying to change your life, when you are trying to transition out of being the old you, think, bad things that are not good for you, you are constantly hit with spiritual warfare, right? It's real. And if you don't know and understand that, this is part of the reason why I get on my platform and share this with you, is because you may be going through it and you don't even know it. So prime example, I'm going to share what happened with me. So yesterday, I didn't go out anywhere. I didn't go to no barbecues, meet with nobody, none of that stuff, right? I decided to take my dog to the park. That's it. Me and Socks went to the park. We went and we walked and, got some vitamin D, and we sat in the sun. And then next thing I know, as I'm leaving the park, I just start coughing up phlegm. I'm just coughing. And I'm like, now I'm doing it so much to the point where I'm like, okay, what's going on? Right? So literally all last night, every 15 minutes, I'm just coughing up phlegm, just coughing up phlegm, just coughing up phlegm. And then I'm like, my throat started like soaking in, like I couldn't breathe, right? And so what one of the things what I thought about was, when you are helping people, right? When you are guiding people, when you are changing the community, right? For those of you that follow me and know my channel and my page, you may or may not know me, right? So let me introduce myself. Hello, my name is Patrice L. Stewart. I am by day a tax and business strategist, but my passion is empowering business owners, right? I'm a business coach. I've been in financial services for 18 years. I've actually had my own business for the last 14 years, since 2008. And so I share with you guys like my journey, right? The building a business from the ground up. My company, I do taxes and business consulting, right? So I started my company from the ground up. There, I didn't create no H&R Block. I didn't do Jackson Hewitt. You know what I'm saying? I didn't buy into a major white corporation. I built something from the ground up, right? And I'm still here today. I'm still here today. And so what I like to share with a lot of you guys, especially entrepreneurs on this business journey, is you guys see social media, but the reality of life and business is some of the stuff that I share with you. Everything is not going to be peaches and cream. Everything is not going to come easy. You are going to go through warfare. And sometimes I like to say hell on earth, because literally sometimes it just be that. But if you are strong enough, okay, and you have that relationship with your creator, this is the other reason why I talk to you guys about building and getting back to yourself, right? God is relationship. Man is religion. I need y'all to know and understand that, okay? God is relationship, whatever you want to call him. Higher power, most high, God, right? Okay. Whoever you believe in that created you, that is what you're building. That is what you are working on. You are building on your relationship with God. And as African American people in this country, a lot of us have strayed away. A lot of us have no relationship. And you don't have to go to church, right? But you have no relationship with your creator. So some of you are stuck. Some of you don't know where to go, what to do, how to get out of it. So part of that and part of my journey, right, is sharing that when I started building my relationship with God back in 2018, August 2018 is the month. All right. August 2018 is the month that I decided to join New Life. I started going to Pastor Hannah Church. Pastor Hannah started teaching me how to build and have a relationship with God, right? So fast forward to today, right? Last week I got on and I shared with you all, again, my prophetess, right? I shared with you all how I got delivered, how I was battling, and how he ended up helping me, right? Because when you are battling and when you having spirits and demons and witches and warlocks and people trying to put curses on you and, you know, and block the blessings on your life, you got to get in community, right? You got to get in community. So that's a whole nother reason as to why I kind of created the lab for you guys, for those of you guys in business owners, because you got to have a community. You have to have a community that is going to understand what you're talking about. You cannot be around people that are naysayers, right? If I said this today and somebody like, oh, girl, yeah, you just tripping. They're not the person that I'm talking to, right? If I got a non-believer on here, okay, oh, well, go do you, right? But I'm not going to stop my message because somebody on here needed to hear it, right? Somebody on here needed to know and understand. If you are feeling, and y'all know this, some of y'all know this, if your whole aura is off, if your attitude is nasty, right? You're evil, you're not feeling well, you messy, you mean, you got spirits in you. You got demonic spirits up in you, baby, and they need to come out. I promise you. You are walking around on hell on earth. If you didn't know, this is hell on earth. So you have to actually every single day fight for your life, especially those of us who have a calling, especially those of us who have a gift and God made you different and you know you different and you birthing something new that has never been done before. You trying to break generational curses. You don't want your kids struggling. You trying to make change. You trying to start this business. You done did so much for your family and your friends and people don't appreciate you. There is a reason for that. I am you. You are me. I get you. I understand you. All right. Because some of us who are the nicest, most giving people are treated the worst. But what you got to understand is God sent you there. Sometimes you got to deal with people or you got to bless somebody that you don't even want to talk to. I done bless people that I know dang going well that I'm like, God, is you serious, God? What? Like, you know what I'm saying? But that means he is using you. And you have to know and understand that you got to be in a place where you can hear and clear. See, the devil didn't want me on here talking to y'all today. Because this morning, I couldn't even do this. I couldn't even do this. I literally could not have a conversation. Thankfully, we was closed for Juneteenth, right? I could not breathe. I literally was gasping to have air today. But what happened? Prophetess reached out to me. He said, hey, sister. Hey, I got a feeling God told me to check on you. You good? And I was not good. I could not breathe. And so I was on my way to the ER. And he was like, no. We ain't doing all that poking and sticking. No, this is spiritual. It is what it is because I have been completely fine. And that's how you got to know and understand when it's spiritual and when you're not just sick. Y'all got to pay attention to the world that you live in. All right. I'm not going to say her name because people actually know her, but someone I know quit working in the medical industry. They quit working for, I'm not going to say the company name. I'm going to just say they quit working for a very large insurance company that many of you all know. Many of you all probably have the insurance with them. They quit working because she quit her job with them and started looking for a different kind of career because every year at the end of the year, they get bonuses. They got bonuses for how many people they was giving medication to, not how many people they were healing. And so businesses, insurance companies do this all the time. A lot of y'all don't know that. But that is the reason why when you watch your TV right now, every other commercial is a prescription. You can sneeze. Oh, you sneeze, you need this prescription. Oh, you have runny eye, you need this prescription. Sometimes you just freaking sneeze. Sometimes you just got a runny eye. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes everything is not a pill is required. And a lot of you all are not paying attention to that. A lot of you all are not paying attention to the media, the music, what is going on. This is the reason why as Black people in this country, we have so much warfare. Because as God's people, we are not connected. We ain't connected how our ancestors were. This is the reason why they had certain things that they did and things that go on. You get what I'm saying? The ancestors, somehow between my grandparents' generation and y'all kids, we got so disconnected. Literally. I don't know what happened in between the grandparents and the people who are my age with kids. It's social media. It's the world. I know what it is. Social media has changed everything. Having these phones have changed everything. But what you guys are not really paying attention to is the signs and the symbols. God gives you signs and symbols. I say this all the time. Signs and symbols for the conscious mind. If you ever went through something in life and you look back, you're going to be like, oh, he gave me so many symbols. Oh, he gave me so many signs. But as people, we don't want to admit. We'll neglect it. We'll think, oh, no, I can change it or I could do this. So your warfare is strong with some of you, like me. My warfare is strong. Strong. Some of y'all could not even handle some of the stuff that the warfare has been. And that's fine. It's okay. But some of you can. Some of you are doing it. And some of you need a community. Some of you need that extra that push right now to know you are not alone, that you are not by yourself, that we do have to get back to your calling, right? What are you here for? Some of you need to know and understand what is your assignment. Some of y'all don't know what your assignment is. Some of you are lost. Certain things you're doing in your life right now is not matching because you're not supposed to be doing it. Some other things that you're doing with the people that you're hanging around, you lost because you're not supposed to be doing it. And so when I share with you guys, like I'm by myself 99% of the time, that's real. Because when I understand what I have and what God is doing in my life to make change for others' lives, I have to be okay with that. And I have to also be okay with sitting alone by myself, right? I have to be okay with understanding that he gave me this assignment. Some of us know very early on we are different. If you knew as a kid you was different, you didn't think like everybody else around you, you know, your mindset was different, your goals was different, your family your family, you know, doesn't necessarily accept you, right? If people in your life are always got something to say, right? You probably somebody special and gifted, but you may not know it. You may not walk in it because the hood will tell you, oh, you want to go read books? Why you want to do that? Oh, you think you smart? You get what I'm saying? So when you are in an environment, some of you are in an environment where you feel stuck, where you feel like you can't change, you can't get out. And I'm here to tell you, you're not stuck. You just got to make the sacrifice to choose you and your family and your kids and your well-being over everybody else's opinion. When you grow up and you understand that opinions are just that, everybody has one, just like a butthole. Opinions don't matter. Opinions don't matter. But what I do want to say is, so for some of you, it's about to be a lonely journey. And I need you to get prepared spiritually. You ain't alone. You got God. I'm not alone. I got God. And then God sends me people in my life, or sends people that are going to assist me and value me and see my calling. You get what I'm saying? I didn't have to call Prophetess today. Prophetess called me and said, hey, Prophet, I'm sorry, S is for women. Prophet Eagle called me and said, hey, I'm in the spirit. I'm connected. You good over there? You get what I'm saying? And so I said all this to say, I got delivered again today. I shared this with y'all last week. We opened up the window again. We got the oil. I got the towel. The towel is soaking wet. The towel is drenched with the stuff, right? And so tonight at 7, we will be on the call again. He will be helping some of you guys fight this battle, fight the spirit realm, because it's real. Like it's real. I honestly, I see where God is taking me in life, because 4 years ago, I would have never been talking like this, ever. 2 years ago, I wasn't talking like this. But I'm also seeing the real work that he is doing in my life, right? And so as long as I stay connected, and I stay listening, this is why I tell a lot of y'all, you got to start meditating. You got to get into a place where you can actually hear him, hear him talking to you, right? And so part of that listening is for you to be able to hear. You can't hear God tell you what to do if you can't listen. You get what I'm saying? So you got to be able to be in a point in your life where you are open to transitioning and listening, right? Doing something different that you're not used to doing. You cannot change doing the same thing. You cannot change hanging with the same people. I shout this all the time. You have to do something different if you want to see a real change in your life, right? And that's really just it. You have to do something different if you want to see a real change in your life. Point blank, period. It's Kenzie. Will definitely make sure that you get on. I'm gonna share the flyer. I still feel real. But that's all right. I'm trusting and believing God, because I'm sweating this out. I'm sweating it out. It's gonna be all right, because at the end of the day, I'm covered. I'm protected. And now that I know that the spiritual warfare is real, right? Because I shared that with y'all last week when some of the stuff first started happening. I was like, I don't know about this. Like, we talked about the root work from what's that show? From P-Valley, right? From last week's scene from P-Valley, with them doing that kind of root work, right? So that's kind of how this started. with me sharing the spiritual warfare with you all when I saw that episode on P Valley. But a lot of people think that that's not real, and it's real. It's real, and it's not the devil's work. So, and that's the other thing. That's why I said God is relationship. Man is religion. Man put restrictions on you, not God. Okay, man says it's limitations to this and to this and that. You can't come as you are. You can't do this or you can't do that. That's man. That's not God. So when you focus on your relationship with God, you and him, and you start asking those deep questions, why am I here? What do you want me to do on this earth? What am I supposed to change for my family? How am I supposed to break these generational curses? He will show you. He will show you, and he will lead you, and he will tell you. And then he's also going to send people. Orange juice is not good for you when you're dealing with phlegm and cough. Orange juice is nothing but what's the word I want to say? Orange juice causes mucus. So orange juice is not it. I am taking sea moss. I got sea moss from Glow's Amazing Sea Moss. I'm drinking fluids. I'm drinking water. I'm drinking tea. I got some Moroccan tea. That's been helping me. But if you ever dealing with coughing and phlegm, orange juice is the worst for you to drink because it's mucus. It's all mucus. How do we join the call? All right, let me give you guys the information because I know he's on Facebook. So take a screenshot of this TikTok. I'm going to pull up the flyer. And then I'm going to type, I think he typed it in the comments already for you guys. So if you go on YouTube and Facebook, you should be able to see it already in the comments. If you don't, let me know. Because we're going to be on at 7. All right. I'm going to join this call with you guys tonight so I can get a second deliverance call because the one this morning still has me drained over here. And I'm still coughing up phlegm as it's releasing. I had to sit here and walk through my house and pray and cover myself with the blood of Jesus. And it's slowly getting better. My head is starting to feel better. So let me share this with y'all TikTokers. Honestly, I don't know who that is because it just says Facebook user. Honestly, I haven't really even eaten in 2 days. So I've literally had salads probably the last 2 days. I haven't eaten anything in the last 24 hours besides fluids. So that's why I said I know that this is not nothing but spiritual warfare because I was fine yesterday when I went to the park. And the moment that I left the park, then that's when this started happening. So I get you, but in this case, this has nothing to do with food or what I took. That's the whole reason why I'm on here talking about spiritual warfare. Some of y'all just want to find a reason. I get you and I understand, but some of y'all need to listen to what I'm saying. I'm talking about spiritual warfare. I'm not talking about what I ate, what's coming and all this. I ain't ate nothing. I really ain't ate nothing in 3 days. So now what? Okay. That's why I said this, sometimes it's other things. Okay. Everybody always want to have a reason or an answer. No. Sometimes it's real spiritual warfare. Point blank, period. This happens to me. I'm somebody that this kind of stuff happens to. It might be somebody else on here that this kind of stuff happens to too, which is why I'm on here sharing this with you. You probably didn't eat nothing. You probably didn't do nothing. And you sick as a dog. You might got something in you that needs to be released. It needs to come up off of you. It's blocking you. It's stopping you because you got great to do. You got greatness to do. You get what I'm saying? You got greatness to do. Yeah, sometimes I do. Sometimes I just want them to listen. But I understand as people, that's our mindset. Well, maybe it's this and maybe it's that. No, maybe it is spiritual warfare. Maybe I'm over here birthing something that I have been trying to do for 3 years. And I have so much to do this week that I'm about to change hundreds of thousands of people's life with what I'm doing with the lab and business owners across this nation. That is what I'm going through. That's what y'all don't get. This ain't nothing with what I ate. I am birthing something that's never been done before. I'm literally finna break generational curses for whoever is ready with it. The devil don't like that. So you got to know and understand at certain times when your calling is your calling and you are going to be struck. You're going to be pushed. You're going to have spirits, demons, all kind of stuff coming up at you. But I need you to know and understand you got a community here. All right? You have a community here. Can he remove financial blockages? Baby, he can remove any and everything. I got all faith and power in this man because that's one of the things that I love about him. We go to church and sometimes your pastor, and I love my pastor Hannah. I'm not talking about Hannah or Jamon Glenn because they are unlike any other pastors that I've seen with what they have done in our community. But some of y'all, I'm just say that. Some of y'all go to a church and all the pastor do is hoop and holler. He's not really delivering you. If you just sitting in there listening for 2 hours to a word, but then you leave and go right back after church to go on to do the same stuff that you was doing before you left, what are you really getting done? You get what I'm saying? If you went to church for 2 hours and you listen to the pastor, but then you're going to go right back, you're going to go hit the liquor store, you're going to go hang out and party, you're going to go, what are you doing? You're not changing, right? So with him, this is what he says. Some of us need deliverance. Some of us need that spirit called up off of you. Some of you need to know and understand you got a warfare going on. And if you don't remove this right now, it's going to keep happening. Woo. Okay, I'm finna turn it for y'all. It's 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We finna get on in 15 minutes. It's 6:44 right now. I'm in Chicago time zone. So it's Central Standard Time. All right. TikTok, this is for you. Go ahead and take this screenshot right now. Because we about to get on. All right. 978-890. Let me see. Can I comment? I'm going to try to type it in here for y'all too. What is it? 978 890 8900. And then the code is 70567. Okay. So take that screenshot. And we will be on at 7 p.m. sharp. Okay. And the crazy part is when I started this and when I said that I wanted to create this whole program and everything, I launched the program last year. I launched Boost Your Mindset Academy last year. But with Boost Your Mindset Academy, it literally was only video content. I wasn't doing no kind of lives, no kind of lunch and learns, none of that stuff, right? So God said, no, this ain't it. So literally, since I have been doing everything for the lab, I feel it. Like I feel that this is it. When I got the logo done, I was excited. I was like, yes, God, this is it, right? So you'll know when what you're doing is literally from God. right? Because I have been trying to do this for over 3 years. I have been up and down warfare, all type of stuff, right? So I launched Boost Your Mindset Academy last year, and I wasn't feeling it. I was like, this ain't it. This is not what God told me to do, pretty much. So I had to go back to the lab. And that's what made me come up with the lab. Because I'm like, okay, I got to get back in the lab. Then I was like, ooh, the lab. Life and business with Patrice. All right, let's roll. Right? So ever since then, since we've been rolling this program out, it's been consistent. And that's how I know this is exactly what God wanted me to do. And part of that is bringing in my relationship and talking about God. Some business owners won't do it. Some business owners stray away from it. In my calling, I have been told to educate my business owners, but also to bring you back to faith. So also to bring you back to having a relationship with your higher power, because when you are birthing this business, he is going to be the one that's going to direct you. He is going to be the one that's going to tell you how it needs to go, what needs to happen, what needs to be in the program, course, whatever. You get what I'm saying? Like, and so the visions that I see and that I have for this, we are literally breaking generational curses, because the mindset of the people has to be there where you guys are understanding one, your calling and what you are doing, but then also, like the young lady stated on here, financial literacy, right? So, and I know I'm doing something different that other business coaches aren't doing, right? Aren't bringing to the table, right? And so sometimes even for me, I have to tell myself, like, because I've done that. I've done the imposter syndrome. I've done that. I'm like, God, why you got me sitting over here? You know, so you got to know and understand. That's why I say you got to get in tune. So I'm going to take a break because I'm going to give me some tea and some more water before we get on here. So it's at 7. All right. You guys got the information. Let me just scroll through for TikTok and make sure. TikTok, y'all got the photo, right? Exactly, Jackie. Congratulations. Congratulations. I'm glad that you are seeing the blessings bestowed upon you in your business, because God gave you that business and he going to make it work. And that's the other thing. God is not going to give y'all an idea and then not going to help you make it work. You get what I'm saying? This is why I said you can't have conversations with your goals with everybody, because it's a lot of naysayers. And it's a lot of people that's okay with living a mediocre life. And let them people be. But you got to know and understand, if this is your time to transition, to change your life for you and your kids, this is it. This is the fight that you got to do. Okay? His will is his bill. I like that, Sydney. His will is his bill. That's real. That's real. Because some of the moments in my business where I promise y'all, it was times in my business where I was like, I could just bust this little move and I'll be good. But I'm gonna be real honest with you. Just how Jay-Z and some of the other rappers back in the day got on from their drug money, it's a lot of us business owners that had to do side hustles in the beginning, right? And which is why I share that with y'all. Some of us was side hustling. I was side hustling, doing a lot of stuff, right? But there comes a time where you have to let it all go. And you got to be absolutely 100,000 10 toes down in just actually building your business with no side stuff. Now that I'm older, I see and understand when Jay-Z split from Dame, right? Everybody was like, what? Jay and Dame, But at that moment, Jay-Z knew I am in a position where I'm about to transition in life. I'm in a position where I gotta level up. And the same brothers around me, right? We all saw it in the 90s. Dame was a little wild. Dame was the one that was always acting up, want to throw champagne all over the girls and everything, right? But if he never cut that tie from that man, y'all would not see Jay-Z where he is today. And this is what I'm talking about. Some of y'all have ties with people, and it's time for them to go. It's time to cut them off. It's time to transition, to level up in life. You get what I'm saying? So I'm always on here saying, I'm always on here using the old drug dealer because there's nothing wrong with it. You did what you had to do in the beginning to get to where you are. It is what it is. Everybody do it. Your corporations do it. Your companies do it. Everybody does it. It's called leveling up, right? Everybody does something. Half of this country did that because your ancestors literally built this country. So every company, every label that y'all love and glorify, all of that was built off the back of some, you know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying at this point. So you have to get to a point where you know and understand that, and you ready to let them people go and level up. All right. Tonight we are on with the spirit. Cover me with the blood of Jesus, God. Cover me. The warfare is real, but I got this. We got this. We on. Y'all get ready because it's gonna be powerful. 7 p.m. It's 6:53. I'm finna shut down. I've said enough. I don't want my voice to go away again because I'm finna be on this call tonight with y'all. Let's get to it. Those who are ready, let's roll. Facebook and YouTube, do you guys have the information? Because I saw that he had typed it here, but can you guys see it? Because I know I'm streaming on StreamYard. So I just want to make sure that you all have the login information because I'm not able to turn my screen around with you. If not, I could type it in. The live is a Zoom. So you dial into the Zoom. I typed in the Zoom information. I typed it in. So if you scroll up, you should be able to see it. Yeah, it's still there. Nope, Alexander. Okay, let me type it in. So Zoom at 7 p.m. It's 978 890 8900. Come on, God. We're finna make some change tonight. Because too many of y'all go to church and y'all ain't getting delivered. It's a difference from going to church. I'm out of here, Instagram, because I don't never really be on here. Y'all can get on my TikTok under Patrice L. Stewart, or you can go on my YouTube channel under Patrice L. Stewart. And then we're getting off of here anyway, right now. So have a good night. I'm off of Instagram because I'm never really on there. I'm surprised they actually let me talk tonight. They usually put me on there and then I can't never talk. They mute me. Okay, I'm typing the code in for y'all now. So I just typed the code in. Let me know that you got it. Jackie, that's exactly what I'm drinking. I got ginger root, lemon, and honey. And then I got this Moroccan powder that I've been putting in there too. That's been helping me a lot. So I just typed it in on, okay, you got it. Cool. Okay, cool. All right, now YouTube got it and Facebook got it. So let's roll. It's already typed in. All y'all got to do is scroll up. TikTok, I'm going to give it to you one more time. Hold on. Let me, all you got to really do is scroll up. But I'm going to turn the screen around for you one more time. Take a screenshot of this, please. Okay. Go ahead, take a screenshot right now. 978-890-8900. And then the code is 70567. And I promise y'all, in my entire life of living, I wouldn't have never ever thought that I would be on here telling y'all to get on a prayer call. Like, Lord, you are taking me to new places. You are taking me to new places, man. Okay, so if we got it, let's roll. We got 3 minutes, and then everybody just get on now, because he'll be on. He'd be ready to go. He probably on there waiting on you. So let's get in, and I will see those of you on the call, and then I'll be back on maybe tomorrow, all right? So who's ever ready for this change and this transition, and you want to get cleansed, like I said, if you feeling some kind of way, if you feeling off, you feeling negative, your vibe, your energy is off, you angry, you mad, you don't know why you mad sometimes, you need to get on here, because more than likely you're going through spiritual warfare and you don't even know it. You got spirits and demons all up in you and you didn't even know it. Sydney, you got this pastor. You keep on saying it. Who knows, right? God, I'm listening. God leading. That's it. Courtney, the phone number is, let me see. Can I respond to you? I just typed it in. I don't know if I can type it in on Facebook. I just typed it in, but it went on YouTube. Let's see. All my contact info is on my personal page. So if you click on my page, you'll see a link. See you on the call, Sydney. Let's roll. Let's roll. We got 1 minute. Let's roll, y'all. All my personal information is on my all my business information is on my business page. Then you can also go to Tax Create Academy. That's also my business page that has my phone number and my link. It says Facebook user, so I can't see. Yeah, but see, every time I comment, it goes to YouTube. So I'll get off of here and then I'll comment on Facebook so you guys could join in. All right. Get on the call. We starting now.